folks, welcome to Item Spotlight, and today we have with us Tolga. Could you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself?
Of course, my name is Tolga Özbarutçu. I am working as solution architect in Vitel company in Turkey, and mostly I interested with monitoring solutions.
That's nice. So you've had quite an experience working with us, in the monitoring space. Could you maybe tell us a little bit about the current state of IT in Turkey?
The current state is most of the companies researching for new solutions that how can they manage their IT infrastructure more easier than now. And we think it goes to AI side now. They are researching for new AI technologies on remediation functionalities, on gathering data technologies. I think the future is now artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence, yeah. I mean, as you said, it's penetrating in almost every single aspect of the business and the network.
Exactly.
So we do see a lot of interest in the public domain and the private domain of Turkey in AI. So could you maybe tell us a little bit about, the current state of AI itself in the modern infrastructure?
I think, executive managers need some decision-making components. And like analytics software or business intelligence software can produce some value-added functions to them, and I believe making decisions, right decisions, is very important, and AI is the very important technology behind it. So when you manage company, when you manage your marketing or your IT, I believe the AI will be very important in future.
So like you said, like AI is playing a role in not just, the ID or just the data handling part.
Yes, not just. Everywhere.
Everywhere. And it's helping companies manage, align their strategies towards their business goals.
Exactly.
But for that, AI needs a lot of data. And that's going to be a bit tricky, right?
Yeah, tricky. More CPU power we need. True. More investment we need to hardwares. But it will reduce the time for the business, and maybe it can be cost effective. It can make return of investment, I think.
True. So, but like the processes that go behind that, AI is going to use data, and I need to collect the data from my marketing team, from the IT infrastructure, from the business angles, and I have to correlate all the data into a single system. So maybe you can share your monitoring expertise in this part.
Yeah.
How do you think we're going to collect AI from the the data for the AI from the network?
From the network, I think you mean saying as network wall IT infrastructure. Yeah. There are system components, network components, end user components when we think the IT. Why we are trying to managing IT? Because there are daily operations in companies, in corporations. They need daily business. They need to manage it. And why we need the IT infrastructure? Because all things now online and all things now on the computer. We don't use any more paper. That's why day by day is growing up, and we need more compute power, more disk space, etc. And day by day it's becoming complex. The management becoming complex.
True.
And we have less time to manage all things. That's why we should use more cost-effective tools, more easy tools like AI tools. There are too many different tools now on the market, and we need to integrate them with management solutions, IT management solutions.
So I think we can explore a bit about the complexity part you said.
Yes.
So previously, if I have an application for my business, it's probably just going to run in my data center, which is private, and I have complete view of how it's going to work. Or, it might, okay, when cloud came in, I put half in cloud, half on premise. But now there are multiple clouds, and then there are edge processes that are going to collect this data, and the cloud is going to collect data, on-premise is going to collect data, and all of this data, I have to collect it and I have to store it in one place.
Yes.
So the collection process, how has the protocols evolved, or how are we now collecting the data?
We use, some protocols like APIs,
Okay.
like another methods like robotic process
Robotic
automation.
process automations.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is a new technology, and the idea there using many tools and able to converge it, then flow the data to the single database.
Yeah.
Then we need to set up a very agile technology to process this data, and this data will
Give us
will make the result.
I think we can all agree on that. So my doubt here is when we have different tools, like say one for the network performance metrics, one for the net flow, and one for configuration. I'm using different tools.
Yes.
So all of them are collecting sometimes similar data sets.
Yeah.
And I'm going to collect these data sets, I'm going to be using them, and I'm going to use them for different use cases. Like say, is the CPU up? Is the traffic flowing in the same direction as it's supposed to flow? And when I have, replications like data sets after data sets after data sets for different use cases, doesn't it increase the load on my backup servers, like the storage devices?
Exactly. I think like you. But the current goal there is processing this data and correlate them in single database, and we should integrate the AI tool on that. Yes, and this tool will make some considerations on this data. Then we use this consideration to find the root cause. The root cause identification is the first important thing to be able to remediate the issues.
Agreed.
And after that, if we can design a fully AI-based remediation tool, which can think by itself, and if we can set this, it will make time reduction, identifying the issues and remediate them.
So the solution would be to have a more unified approach rather than having different point products analyzing the same data sets again and again and again.
Yes.
And then integrating this into AI.
Yes.
Is that what you're meaning?
Yes.
I think, that's an actionable practice. But again, the doubt here is when I have a very unified approach, like a single solution, are there any challenges, into integrating the different, like we said, the cloud, the on-premise, the edge? Is that going to be a challenge to bring all of these data sets into one solution?
I think it's not so difficult because we are not at the point that we were like 10 years ago. There are too many technologies to be able to gather data now. And day by day, maybe 1 month or 2 months, you can set up the system, you can design your protocols, you can configure it correctly, then you can flow and redirect all data to the single database. Then the remaining process is very easy. Just integrate the AI tool, then integrate the robotic process automation tool. Yes.
So I think that will make the processes a lot more efficient.
Yes, it seems complex, but if you handle this and think this like step by step, you can reach the solution.
Sure, agreed. So is there any particular, applications that you've seen when you are dealing with, customers or different clients where you have helped them set this up in a real world environment?
Okay, of course. In a customer, we were trying to set a monitoring system to find the network problems or system-based problems in their environment.
Okay.
And we started project like adding all system and network devices to their monitoring solution inventory. And then we set the thresholds. We had set the thresholds. Then we configured the reports. But after 1 or 2 weeks, the problem occurred in their environment, and customer was looking for instant alert mechanism. But their problem was very complex because they have CCTV system in their environment, and the security department, when they want to monitor the historical videos of security videos, if there is an incident, security incident, when the end user try to open the video player, there was some frozen issues, freeze issues. Yes,
freezing.
freeze issues.
Okay.
And we started to investigate. We examined the network for a week,
Okay.
but we couldn't identify very easy.
Okay.
Why? Because there wasn't any event correlation
Event
mechanism.
correlation.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
okay.
the big missing part. And now we start to see event correlation mechanism in IT monitoring solutions.
Yes.
That was the first evolution,
Okay.
and now we can do it automatically by using AI tools.
AI.
Yes.
Yes.
If it can be made by AI tools automatically, then we can gain time to configure remediation parts.
True. True.
Yes.
So like you
Because
said-
time is everything, you know.
Of course,
time is
of course,
everything.
because we cannot afford those downtimes and longer mean times
Yes.
to repair. So, like you said, AI has made event correlation a lot more faster, and I think businesses will see more financial benefits as well, rather than just the uptime and the operations there. So, my question is, like, when we have such advanced systems, like you mentioned, the thresholds to begin with. Now we have adaptive thresholds. Now we have event correlation, we have remediation, much enhanced root cause analysis. But for all of that, when let's just say I'm just deploying my monitoring solution. So it is going to take some time to learn and understand my network, right? Or how does it work?
Yes. Currently, most of the IT admins expecting automatical onboarding.
Yeah.
Automatic onboarding for their monitoring solution. Also, they are looking for application and network relationship mapping automatically and schedule basis.
True.
And if we can achieve this part, then with the power of the event correlation, the onboarding duration of the installation of monitoring products can be facilitated.
Can be facilitated.
Yes.
So I don't have to wait a month or so for
exactly.
to get started.
Because the setting up a monitoring solution is more difficult than setting up another solutions.
Okay.
Maybe ITSM solutions can be equal, but monitoring
It's comparatively difficult.
can be consume more time.
True. So when I set up a solution, and again coming back to our example of my network being hybrid, it's across remote sites, it's on cloud, it's on edge, it's everywhere almost. So would you suggest an agent-based monitoring solution or an agentless monitoring solutions, or how have the monitoring solutions themselves evolved?
In my opinion, agentless is better.
Agentless is better.
Yes, agentless is better.
But will it have, like, will I have to deal with the load of collecting all the data to the same place and processing it in the same place?
Yes, maybe the end users who want to make some remediation actions can deploy the agents on the computers,
Okay.
maybe to client computers and maybe to servers.
So,
But for the network part, I think there is no need to
there's no need. Okay.
deploy an agent.
I mean, that's comforting to hear because it makes it a lot more simpler with an agentless approach.
Yes, exactly.
So I think when we talk about having agent-based or agentless to collect the data for monitoring, there is this new concept called agentic AI that is making the news. So it basically means that I'm going to deploy agents, AI agents, into my network to get the data there, process the data there, and take the robotic process automation
Yes.
to the agent. And I'm not going to do that. I mean, I will have some control centralized, but it's going to be a lot more distributed. What's your take on this approach? Is this achievable in the next couple of years, or is it going to be a long run?
I think next 2 years we can see more implementation on that.
On the agentic
Yes,
AI.
on the agented AI, because the human brain is valuable, and people don't want to consume their times with daily routines.
True.
Yeah.
True.
And instead of us for daily operations, which it's not required any value added ideas, etc. We can replace this kind of operations with agentic AI.
Agentic AI.
And maybe you can consider like that virtual technicians on the network.
So the technicians will get some more time to
Yes.
deal with better.
Yes,
operations.
exactly.
True, true. So my next question to you is, when I have AI, and like you said, in a couple of years, agentic AI might be there for real. What are the challenges with AI? For example, the first one I might have is my trust with the robotic process automation triggers. Like, is it getting triggered in the right time, and how does AI know that this is when I'll have to deploy my robotic process automation remediation?
Exactly. I agree on that because I tried these solutions and I have done some projects, robotic process automation projects. That was 1 year ago. And I have seen that it's working correctly.
It's working correctly.
Yes.
So right now we can trust the level of...
Yes, but important part there, you need to configure it granularly, and you need to be careful when you design the algorithm.
Okay, so
design the flow.
Oh, the flow.
Yeah,
so I have to be careful, like how I set it up, and I have to continually monitor it. Or
yes, some of RPA tools support also auditing and monitoring itself.
Oh, self-learning mechanisms are there.
Yes, self-auditing.
Oh, that's nice.
And you can examine how the performance of the robot, and is there any failures, so you can fix them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be more trustable approach.
Yes.
That's very comforting to hear, because I think most people will hesitate when they have to give the control over to AI, because it's new idea, and people can shy away from new ideas. Yes. But just try, and when they try it, they will start to see benefits of that, and they can get used to it. So let's say I'm very hesitant about trying AI, and I finally decide, okay, let me just try giving some control to it.
Yes.
How do I get started with it? Should I start small and scale, or should I try a specific business segment and see how it works? Or how do I do that?
Yeah, you need to go step by step.
Step by step.
Just use it for yourself firstly.
Okay.
Then think on that how you can integrate for your daily routines, for your daily jobs.
Okay.
then think bigger and integrate it to your infrastructure.
True.
Yes.
So when we talk about AI, robotic process automation, I think the topic that we cannot avoid is going to be LLMs, especially
Yeah.
GPTs.
Yes.
Are they really useful for IT engineers, or how are they using it?
IT engineers should reach too many information, too many data
Yeah.
to learn and make decision and make their own business.
Okay.
We need to learn many of technologies, many of components, because we are working in IT sector. This kind of people should know each technology.
Okay.
Maybe little for something, but actually they need to know one topic in professional level.
Okay.
So the learning is daily routine of an engineer.
Okay.
And how AI bots help this? Just you type your question, and these tools make summary of the topic, and
True.
you can gain time, you can reach correct information, and you can reduce your costs.
So when I was trying to understand the use of AI for IT operations management, I came across some use cases. For example, the technical documentation part, because we need documentation for compliance and audits. And then the synthetic testing part, wherein if I have no data sets, I can use AI's synthetic data to test my applications before I roll it out to productions. So there seems to be some solid use cases. What's your take on that? Are they really usable, or do we have to figure out a way?
Yeah, in my opinion, it's usable. I
Okay.
think because LLM can analyze the language, it can learn various languages, and to action part, if you can integrate it with robotic agents,
Yeah.
then you can reach the total solution, and it can be very usable, very usable.
So thank you for this insightful, information on AI. So what I'd like you to share with our viewers is, how should they prepare for the next 5 years?
For the ITOM products, I can say they should develop some event correlation mechanisms, and these kind of tools find the root cause automatically. Then integration capabilities should be there.
Sure.
For the robotic process automation tools.
Okay.
That's the concept. First, you need to catch the failure. Then you should consider on it. Then you should identify the root cause. Then remediate it.
Agree. So
That will the concept for the future in monitoring solutions.
so they need to be more efficient with the incident management.
Yes, incident
Agree.
management.
So
Exactly.
thank you to Olga. That was insightful session, and I hope our viewers would have loved it too. So stay tuned, folks. We'll meet in the next episode.